So when you folks are trying to argue about tax and tax court, and I feel bad for Aaron Schiff because he did not understand that he came into that tax court, federal tax court. When you come to federal tax court, you're coming as a prosecutor. The burden of proof is on you that you do not owe that tax. Like you were trying to say earlier, you pay the tax first and then you prove that you don't. That's what Aaron Schiff had to do.
Well, the problem Aaron Schiff made, though, is he went and filed a bunch of returns, and that was a dumb thing to do. He signed jurat statements, and that's why he ended up in that court.
He just had to file that he was exempt. All he had to say is if you look at those W-4 forms.
It's like playing with a ring of fire, though. You cannot play with their power base and expect to beat them. That's what he thought he could do.
Read the line where it says, do you believe that you're exempt? Only man has the capacity to believe. Coca-Cola doesn't have the capacity to believe.
They don't care, though. Don't you understand? They don't care. They'll say, you believe, you're lying, you committed fraud. They don't care. They don't even care if your belief is genuine, and you know that. These people don't give a damn.
They don't care.
People, that's why you take it before a jury, and you use the Pagley versus Trinzi versus Pagliaro, and you force that judge to accept the fact that that attorney has no first-hand knowledge. Just in the O.J. Simpson trial, because you guys are screaming up and down, Marsha Clark would have won because she did plenty of screaming, and she talked for a year and a half, and those simpletons on the jury realized, they said within 30 days, we all knew O.J. was going to walk because Marsha Clark was never going to bring anybody in this courthouse to have first-hand, third-party, impartial witness to testify into oath of affirmation that anything she said before this court, all this evidence, all this was true. Every single person knew. They said all the jurors and the member knew within 30 days that Marsha Clark was wasting our time. That's the same thing all these tax courts do. Well, if you don't even have the right to bring the witness forward who could claim with first-hand knowledge that they know that everything that in that paperwork is true. My mom said she was a tax auditor. She said to me, let me give you a simple example. If somebody sits across the desk with me and I say to them, you owe me $68,352.17. She says, and all they have to ask me is, man, would you please sign that? She says, no, I can't sign it. She says, you know why? I said, no, why? She said, because it would be fraud. She said, I have no first-hand knowledge. That's exactly how much money he made that year. I wasn't there with him 365, 24/7. I don't know what his private affairs were. I have no idea. The IRS cannot testify under oath of affirmation that anything on that paperwork is true. The case is done. If you move under administrative courts, they will clobber you. If you don't know how to invoke your right under Article 7 of the Constitution and move it before a jury of common law, like O.J. Simpson did, you're going to get clobbered. Because then all they're going to use is facts and evidence to build a case against you.
Well, we do challenge. I had a prosecutor the other day on the phone, and when I asked him about witnesses with personal knowledge, he actually admitted that he didn't have any. Didn't even plan to bring them. So we have that on the record. But I have to run. We got to move on, Carl. But I appreciate you calling.
All righty.
All right.
Good luck to you, folks.
All right. Thanks, Carl.